Hello guys, welcome back to the podcast, the Human Experience Podcast by God Complex. I'm Lides, I'm your host, back with another week. I hope you guys had an okay holiday season. Honestly, the holidays is hard. I had a pretty heavy week. I am so freaking lucky because I got to spend the holidays with my family and, spending time with them and getting to hang out with them was the best. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for anything more, but I know so many people have such a hard time with the holidays, and for whatever reason, I struggle with them too. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of people, a lot of emotions flying high. So I just hope that you guys found some peace and some gratitude last week, and if you didn't, feel your feelings. Allow yourself this next week to, I guess, the week that we're in now, before New Year's, and as you get back into work slowly in the new year, give yourself time, give yourself a break. I know I needed to give myself a break. I still need to give myself a break. I spent this entire morning leading up to this crying over trying to re-dye my hair. So that's a very human experience that I've been having. So if you're just crying and freaking out and obsessing, my OCD has been going crazy this week. I'm really obsessive this week. If you're freaking out, freak out, is what I'm basically saying, if that made any fucking sense. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening in. Again, I hope you had an okay week. If you're watching on the YouTube channel right now, you guys will see I got a microphone for Christmas. We were all about the practical gifts this year. My mom is the freaking best. She got us all practical gifts that we can actually use. I'm not a fan of presents. They make me extremely uncomfortable because I hate my family spending money on things that I might not even use or might not need, or it's not to my taste. I'm super picky. So I asked for a microphone and my mom got me a microphone. So super grateful for that. So hopefully the audio is not my goddamn Apple headphones, not even AirPods. I was using and have been using my Apple headphones as my microphone. So just goes to show you really don't need anything to get started with a podcast. You just need 2 feet and a heartbeat, as my one friend once said. So guys, what we're going to get into this week is a fun topic, especially for the new year coming up. There's a lot going on, and a lot of people are trying to manifest and change their life and restart and reinvent themselves, and whoa, I'm social media right now, whoa, it's a lot. I don't know if you guys have been feeling super overwhelmed by all that. It's an exciting time, don't get me wrong. It's a super exciting time because we get to have that fresh start. If we had a really shit 2022 year, we get to have that fresh start where we just kind of start over and just feel new and feel like we have a chance. But sometimes that can also be super overwhelming and hard to sustain. Even for the first little bit, a lot of people, start to get into stuff from last year. They start to say, oh, my last year was so shit, I'm going to completely reinvent myself. And then every year they reinvent themselves, and by March they're in the dumps again and they feel like shit again. And I say they, I mean me as well. I feel like shit again by March because I haven't kept up with any of the crazy, stupid, insane goals that I made because I saw somebody else making them in January, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel even more lost than I did before. I don't know if you guys find that, but resolutions, I stopped making them a couple years ago because there's just no point. It's like setting myself up for failure. Here's the bigger thing is that I am setting my resolutions based on something somebody else has done that's made them feel happy. I've seen 9 million courses and guides and challenges and programs and all this sort of shit of people that say they have a result that they think that you should have as well. And here's the thing, I think that that's fantastic that they have found results in whatever they're doing in their life, and they've found healing in whatever way, and they've found how to change their life or their body or their whatever, and they are now happy. But them selling you the idea that you have to be happy all the time, or that the thing that they're doing or they're selling is going to make you happy, it's not. And so what you're really after, and I hate to put words in your mouth here, I don't mean to do that at all, but I'm assuming that what you're after, what we're all after, is just some peace. Just some fucking peace and happiness. And here's the thing, life is gonna go up and down. Whether you start a new program in January or not, life is still gonna take turns that you don't expect it to take. You're still not going to have control. Whether you like to fake control, like myself sometimes, or you're cool with not having control, we don't have control. It's an illusion. Whether we pretend to have it or not, it's an illusion, right? So when we start the year thinking, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to manifest a new life for myself, I'm going to change my being so that I can be happy, it's setting us up for failure. It's setting us up for failure. And here's the thing, I don't want this to sound like I don't think that you should set goals for yourself or have desires or want stuff or move forward. There's just other ways to go about it. Because when we go at it from changing our life or from a desire or whatever, and we base that desire and base that change off of something we saw someone else do, it's all the blind leading the blind. It's all human ego teaching human ego. It's all learned human illusion teaching learned human illusion. Does this make sense? None of it is from a soul level, and here's why. That's not bullshit. This is why. Because it's not from a soul level, because it is based outside of ourselves. It's based in desire. It's reaching for something. All of these things are reaching for something outside of ourselves to make us happy. Even if it's changing your physical body, even if it's changing something that's close to your body, it's still reaching outside of yourself. It's not going within. Does this make any sense? So when we do that, when we reach outside of ourselves to change something or to be something or to take on a new identity or to reinvent the human that we are into a different flavor of human, we probably are taking inspiration from some other human life, some other human learned thing, and we're venturing further and further and further away from our soul. We're moving further and further away. And what we're trying to do in changing our life and making ourselves happy is control life. And the only reason that that's setting us up for failure is because it's impossible. You can't control your life. You can't control what's going to happen. You can't control your life into making you happy, right? You could be as fit as you ever were, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be. Frig, like, spend time on your body, you know? You could have all the money in the world. You could have fame and fortune. You could have a huge house, whatever you want, whatever you think you want. You could have that, and still life could go awry. Still, you're going to experience loss. Still, you're going to be unfulfilled, possibly. Still, there's going to be shit that flies your way. So, rather than setting yourself up for failure this year, and I don't mean failure to be negative. I'm not saying you're going to fail. No, it's not it. I'm saying your intentions are good. Your intentions are there. Let's direct them in a way that's sustainable. Let's stop reaching outside of ourselves come January, and let's go within first. Let's build a foundation, and let's allow the byproducts to happen, right? The byproducts are the views that you have on the world change, your physical body and how you take care of yourself changes, your friendships and your relationships change. You start to manifest a different life for yourself, but it's from this foundation, from this soul level. this alignment of soul, if you will. Actually, let's get into manifestation for a second. Who's created a vision board already for 2023? I keep wanting to, because damn, they are everywhere. I see them everywhere. Everybody's made a vision board. It looks so cute. It looks so pretty. And it really makes me feel like I'm in control of my future. Does it make you feel like that? Like this is going to happen. No questions asked. This is what's going to happen. And now, I don't want to get it confused. It's not that I don't believe in manifestation, because I do. I think that manifestation is a very real thing. Things that don't exist manifest into the world through our thoughts, through us, through humans. They manifest into the world. And I think that a lot of the ways that manifestation is taught through courses today, it's huge on social media, is awesome. It's bringing people closer to themselves. The issue I have with it, because you know me, I always have to have an issue with shit. The issue I have with it is that we're still basing it in desire and control. So we're still basing it off of things outside of ourselves. We're still basing it in human learned shit. We're still basing it in ego a little bit. And I'm not saying every single manifestation course or video or guide ever is that. I'm not saying that. That's not necessarily true. But a lot of them are. And here's what I mean by that. When we make a vision board, okay, or we write out all the things that we have, or yada, 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 all the different, those are the two like big ways, scripting and vision boards. Those are the two big ways to manifest. That's an action, right? So that's an action, and we are putting out a desire and a goal for ourselves. This is a good thing to do, but I would flip it. When we are attached to the desire, we should let go of the desire. And when we are let go of the desire and we don't care whether it comes in or not, well, then you can go ahead and write down what you would want. It's a weird little backwards thing, because when we write it down and we're super attached to it, then we're still in the belief process, the belief system really, that thing is going to bring us happiness. So even if you go ahead and surrender afterwards, you still have taught yourself and written down and put into the world that thing on that list is going to make you happy. So no matter what you're manifesting, whether it be a relationship or whatever, you're allowed to want these things. But when we are attached to the desire, well, then we're going to go in a circle. Even if that thing does come in. Again, I'm not saying manifestation isn't real. Even if that thing does come in and it does make you happy temporarily, well, what if you lose it? What if it goes away? What if that relationship then breaks off? Whoa. The person you manifested, the person that's supposed to be your soul connection, is now gone. You've lost this person. That's horrifying, right? Or you've manifested this dream job and then we go into a recession. Oh my God, what? Right? And now I'm not trying to base this in fear, so let's move away from this and really back to the point here is that when we write shit down that we want, that's outside of ourselves, we're not addressing the point, which is that we don't need anything outside of ourselves in order to be happy. And furthermore, true happiness, true bliss, true peace is within. And the only way to find that is to cut the shit, is to release all the desires. Once you release all desires and you realize, you wake up to the fact that none of that shit is going to make you happy, and you find awakening and you go within and you meet your soul and you build relationship with self and you feel that bliss of nothingness, from that space, you can go ahead and be as human as you want. You can want as many things as you could ever ask for. And then manifestation is just going to fly, right? Like then it's just going to fly. First of all, because you're only going to be asking for things that you actually want. When we try to manifest before meeting ourselves, before going inwards, before talking to our soul, to our truth, then whether we know it or not, we're manifesting and asking for things that we've seen someone else have, that we think might bring us happiness because someone else has it. Right? I know for myself, I'm big on manifesting my business goals. Well, where did I even cook that up? Where did I even cook that up? It's not to say that I can't want that, but let's check in first. Let's go inwards. Let's not just manifest it because I saw it on someone's Instagram page. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What if I go ahead and force in a manifestation that isn't actually something that I want? That isn't actually on my path, on my alignment? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's pause. Let's bring it back. So what I mean by this is that moving forward, before you make a vision board, before you desire things, before you want for things, go inwards. Give all of it up. Find a place of surrender within yourself. And from that space, from that relationship with self, when you don't want anything, when you find bliss within, when you don't want anything, well, then you can go ahead and manifest. Then you can go ahead and ask for whatever the fuck you want. Does that make sense? When you need it, when it's a need, when it's a want, when it's a passionate desire, you gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. And when you're already in a state of bliss, and this would just be the icing on the cake, well, and then you can go ahead and manifest whatever the fuck you want. It's such a funny little trick. And so, stop yourself. Before you go ahead and start manifesting, really spend this week, maybe this first month even, building that relationship with self, finding that place of surrender so that you can then allow the manifestations to be a byproduct. Like that can't be the focus. And that's, I guess, my problem with the social media pushes right now of manifest your dream life, change your life, all this sort of shit. It's not that I don't want people to live their happiest, best lives. And it's not that I don't believe in manifestation. It's that I do. It's that I do. And I want people to first check in with themselves and realize that they have everything they need within. Because what I don't want for people, and fuck you guys, for myself, what I don't want for myself, and in turn I don't want for you guys, is I don't want us to get to March and feel like fuck ups over things that I don't even know if we wanted in the first place. Let's skip the bullshit. Let's skip the middleman and drive right to the center of I want bliss and peace. I want bliss and peace. And I know for a fact that, you know, the new car, the new phone, or even the business isn't going to bring me that. It's not going to bring me that. So moving into this year, get quiet first. While everybody else is hyping up their new life that they're going to live and getting really excited over the illusion that they can maybe control their way into getting these things, let's not do that. Let's not play a part in that. Let's not play that role. Let's come back. Let's sit quietly. Let's surrender. Let's release our desires. Let's say, you know what? I've always gone into New Year's wanting shit. I don't want anything this year. This year, I don't want shit. If anything, I want less. Maybe even practice boredom. Sit with nothing. Distract yourself less, listen to yourself more. And when you come to a place where you find bliss and peace within yourself, then go ahead and start to ask for shit. I'll be honest with you, you won't ask for anything. The real trick of manifestation is that if you need to manifest, you're attached to the outcome. That's a bit bitchy, isn't it? But it's just something that I've found within my spiritual work that I've learned and worked on and gone through in my life. If you need to manifest, you're already going in the wrong direction. Because when you are truly manifesting, when you're truly bringing in whatever's meant for you and all this sort of stuff, there's no action to it. It just happens. You don't need to write it out a million times. You don't even need to desire it half the time. It just kind of comes to you and then it's happening. Because you're so at a place of peace with yourself and internally that as you move through life, it just kind of happens. It's a beautiful way of life. I'm not saying that I live in it all the time. I'm not there yet. I'm still over here looking at Instagram being like, oh yeah, I should make my vision board. I should da-da-da-da-da. And that's why I'm bringing up this work. Because I'm a human. Feeling those human things, those human comparisons of, oh God, yeah, they all want this sort of stuff. I want happiness too, so I should want that too. And I'm catching myself this year. And trying to teach what I'm catching myself on as I'm catching myself on it. Because God knows if I'm feeling something human, somebody else is feeling the same thing. That's the human experience, right? So that's just a tidbit there. Within the realm of manifestation. If you're up for it, give it up. This year, instead of writing down everything that you desire, write down everything that you think you want that you're going to give up. Write down everything that you normally do and practice boredom. Practice quiet. Practice nothingness. Practice surrender. And observe as your life transforms. Watch it like a movie rather than always fucking trying to control it. When are we going to learn that we can't control it? When are we going to learn?